Total, the whole month, all of it together, equals. This is what I spent in 1 month of living in a van while working in the film industry.
Let me give you some context. I work in the film and TV industry here in Vancouver. I can't really talk about it because I've signed NDA saying I'm not going to talk about it, so I'm not going to talk about it because the consequences could be severe. Having said that, let's just get right on into it.
I would like to preface that this does not include the money that I put towards paying off the van. I will explain that at the end. This is simply just monthly expenses, essentially. Let's start with the phone. $50.44. As many Canadians will know, the phone plans in Canada suck. Next is my shop space. I am lucky enough that I split that shop space with someone else, so I'm only paying $287.50, which seems like a lot, but not too bad of a deal here in Vancouver. Next is the gym, which is $53.50. I go to Anytime Fitness Gym. I can't go to any other gym because my work won't allow it. The hours are so extreme that generally by the time that I start and finish, the gym's already closed. So my last and only option is Anytime Fitness. Okay, next is, and I was shocked when I saw this, is restaurants and going out. $106.51.
I get fed at work, yet I spent $106 on food.
I mean, living here in the van, it's not that I don't like cooking, it's that I only have those 2 days off on the weekend, and throughout the week I'm fed, so the food that I do buy that just sits in the fridge and goes bad. So yeah, moving on to alcohol, which was $40.14, which isn't too bad, and a good portion of that was as like thank you gifts. There's lots of people that let me use their laundry or give me rides. I pay them. Next is groceries. Yes, still on the food, still buying food when I don't need to. Is $53.02. Next is, and I can already hear Graham Stephan yelling, coffee. I spent $57.40 on coffee. And, you know, the fancy kind. So, yeah. But hey, I'm very generous and I buy other people coffees as well. So that's not just all me. Okay, moving on. The ferry. Context. I work in Vancouver, but I live on Vancouver Island. And to get to the island, you need a ferry. Now, I only generally go home maybe once a month because it's so expensive and it's not worthwhile unless, you know, it's like a long weekend. So, of course, there's a long weekend in April, so I went, and total there and back is $151.80. The price I paid to see my dog. Hashtag worth it. Gas was $180, and that's for my Xterra and for my van. Yes, I own 2 vehicles, but I'm about to lose my Xterra because the insurance runs out in a couple weeks here, so I'll be able to cut costs on that front, which will be nice. Okay, next is gifts. There was a lot of birthdays this month, including mother's, so I went out and bought gifts because that's what I do. I like doing that. I like giving gifts, deal with it. Next is subscriptions. You know, got your Adobe Lightroom, Prime, YouTube, VPNs, yeah, all that jazz. Total together is $133.94. It's excessive, actually, and I know it's excessive. Lastly, we have Patreon. So there are a few creators that I donate to, the 2 being The Minimalists and Carl Watson, and total that comes out to $18.71, and I gladly pay it. Total, the whole month, all of it together, equals $1,279.31. Yep. For someone living in a van, that's a lot of money to be spending. that's a lot of money to be spending. I mean, I can afford it right now because I'm working, obviously, but once I'm on the road, that's going to change. That is going to drop significantly. I could not sustain this if I was on the road and not working. I plan to do another one of these videos while I'm on the road to see what I'm spending there, because I'm intrigued if it's relatively the same or if it's going to be significantly less. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the van and what I paid on the van. Essentially, what I was paying from myself to my debt was a minimum of $250 a month, you know, plus whatever interest I owed, and that was automatically taken out of my bank account. And then if I had extra, I would put extra on the van. I was extremely aggressive because I could lose my job tomorrow and then I have this van that I have to pay for, but I have no way of paying for it. You know, I would rather have zero in the bank account, but this is paid off, so at least I know it's mine and I don't owe anybody and I could just work up. April 8th, I had like $4,000 left and I just did it. I was like, I'm gonna dive into my savings. I didn't like it. I didn't want to touch my savings. I really didn't. Paid it off. I was just like, I'm done. That's it. No more stressing. No more waiting for the next paycheck. No more anything. I want this to be mine. And it was so liberating and so freeing knowing that I could do it and that I paid it off and that this is officially my own and no one else's. It's mine. And I just like, it makes me so happy. I'm proud of myself. But yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by. If you made it this far, I appreciate you so much, and I hope to see you next week. Bye.